Let's talk a little bit about Steve, who was introduced today as the Nets coach. What's your relationship like with him now, and sort of how excited are you about this?
I'm excited. Anytime a former player, gets a job as a coach in the league, I'm excited. Because their level of knowledge for the game runs deep, especially experiencing it on the floor. His insight for the game, his communication, how he communicates the game in basketball, is definitely going to help me as a player develop, and it's going to help the rest of our team. And our relationship, started from him playing, me admiring him as a player, and then playing against him and competing against him, and finally getting a chance to work out with Steve. Probably want to say 7 or 8 years ago. Understood what his mind, how his mind works for the game, and every time I'm in the gym with him, I always was like a sponge. So I'm looking forward to this, man. And I always feel like I'm a student of the game and somebody who's experienced so much and played in different eras. I'm looking forward to him teaching me some more things about it as well.
Do you feel like you still have more to learn?
Yeah, for sure.
I want for everybody listening, wherever you're listening to this podcast, this is such this is such an important point that Kevin just made. Kevin is one of the greatest basketball players of all time. He's won multiple championships. He's been the MVP of the NBA. He's won gold medals. He just said he's a student of the game, and he has more to learn. That mindset, that's the separator. Kevin, you are born with such an insane natural talent. You've worked your ass off to develop that talent, but to have that mindset, that's your separator. I don't think people understand that.
Yeah, I mean, I get a kick out of learning new things out there. Being around so many different players, you pull, small things from their game every time. So watching guys that can shoot the basketball different ways, how they come off pin downs. I used to watch all types of stuff, you know what I mean? So I always feel like I can learn. And the game is always evolving. And as a player, sometimes you don't see that when you're in the inside. And coaches and executives, they may see where the game is going before you. So it's always good to ask questions and see what their thoughts are on the game. And it's only going to advance me as a player and advance the game of basketball overall, So I always took that approach.
Basketball-wise, what are you most excited about with Kyrie?
So this is IQ for the game. I mean, he can score it from any angle on the floor. And I think that'll open it up for everybody on our team. When you got multiple guys who can score from all three levels, it makes your whole team better. So I'm excited to see how we work off of each other. We've been playing Team USA and All-Star games. Gave me a little a glimpse of what can happen, but I'm looking forward to a full training camp and full season.
Do you feel like you need a third star? Because I personally think Caris is good enough to be that guy, but a lot of people now, think there has to be three guys. There has to be three All-Stars, the big three, whatever. Do you think Caris is good enough to be that guy?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. I don't really. What big threes are there in the league?
People still are saying that about your team, though. I'm saying specifically about y'all, that they need a third star.
Yeah,
they say that about Milwaukee. Milwaukee needs a third guy, a third star.
Yeah, I mean the best teams in the league usually got two guys. I think the Lakers, the Clippers. Clippers got, they got two, bench players that are pretty good, but they usually got two stars. I think Caris is that perfect guy for us to, any given night he can lead us in scoring or lead us in assists, or he can control the offense, or we can go to him in the post on a matchup. So I feel like he has the tools to do everything on the basketball court. And on our team, we play unselfishly, and we got guys that can play off the basketball. So, any given night, anybody can be the star.